All right, guys, today we're inside this Chevrolet Sonic, and we're going to be working on a problem right down here in the center console where the cover for the accessory power receptacle has broke off. So this little hinge is part of this bezel that goes around the actual power outlet itself. And in order to get that out, we're going to have to stick a special tool in here, so we're going to want to make sure that we don't have any power to that. And the way you do that is just turn your key, give it power, ignition on, engine off, and anything you can find that you might plug in here that lights up. Right, so this little guy here. And actually, I'm wondering why he's having so much time lighting up. Might want to take a look at that in a minute here, but we can see this guy lights up blue. So we'll know when we pull the fuse that we've actually disconnected the power. So let's go over to the fuse. All right, guys, the fuse box cover is over here on the driver's side on this Sonic model. Just pull it off, and the legend is molded right into the plastic. So if we can get the reflection the right way here, what we'll see is up here in the top right, there's a cigar APO 20 amp. That stands for accessory power outlet. That's the guy we want. So we're going to be looking, what this view here is what you see when you look inside, right? So there's a battery connector here. And then when we look inside, we'll see this guy. And I don't know if we'll be able to see the very top spare, but we'll definitely see this guy here that I'll show you which one that you're going to have to pull. So just get a flashlight. Right, here's your battery connector. And then if we go up to the top here, right, there's the guy we want up there. If you go up a little bit further, you can see the smaller ones right there. There's a spare at the top. There's the next 10, and then there's the guy we want. The first of these 20s on that side. So we're going to pull him, and we're going to go back and make sure there's no power. All right, guys, this is all it is. A little small mini fuse, 20 amp. Make sure that after you do the repair, that you reinsert this so that you can test and make sure that you've got all the power restored to the accessory power outlet. We got this. I'm going to put our key, whoops, cut you off there for a minute, put our key back in, and make sure now with that fuse removed that we have no power and nothing's lighting up. So that's good. So now the other thing I want to do after I see this, I want to see why it was kind of sketchy hooking it up. Yes, so we got some corrosion going on in the receptacle itself. Back the slide out a little bit and pull the camera up a little bit taller, and you can see we've got some corrosion going on there. So that's why we had that. So we're end up having a twofer here, I guess. We're going to replace this outlet along with the bezel that I came in here to show you. All right, so let me show you how to get it out, right? Now there's a special tool you have to use, and I will link up in the top right an earlier video I did on how these tools work, so we won't spend too much time on that. But what we're going to do in here is we're going to try and locate the little square prongs where this tool fits. Put this tool in there like that. Hold the bezel so it doesn't come out with the receptacle. And now we've got this guy out. Now this guy here, with this out of the way, is just going to let go, right? So the way this works is this guy, this receptacle, pushes against the sides of the bezel, and then these little tabs that you see on the side grab onto the trim. So now we can disconnect this just by giving it a pinch. We can see that's pretty rusty in there. And then we can pull this through like that. All right, so now the only trick to this is not to let this go back in there, and you end up having to fish it out. So to replace the bezel for the Sonic, we're going to go with this part here, which is a GM 13504000. And what we'll find inside of this package is a whole new piece, right? So this is all one piece. So we'll put this in like that. We'll go ahead and position it back inside here. You can see there's like a notched piece here that goes in that indentation that's cut out into the trim. All right, so now we replaced what we originally came in here to do. Now we're going to have to replace the Discovery we had, and then we're going to go with the GM 13502523 for the actual new power receptacle. Again, you notice the whole time I'm doing this, I'm trying to hold onto this harness so it doesn't fall back inside. This particular part here is like double bagged. All right, and then this guy, you can't mess him up because he only goes in one way. And then until you put the actual outlet in, this guy's going to be very prone to popping out. So this doesn't go in any particular way. There's some little notches cut on the side, so you'll find that it only goes in one of two ways. We just try to twist it until we find that particular alignment. Well, shouldn't be that difficult. There it goes. All right. And then we're just going to push it in, and as we push it in, it pushes out on those prongs that we were talking about earlier, right? These little side pieces that now retain this guy. And now we've repaired both of these. And that's really all there is to it. So I hope this helps you out. If you got any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll try to help you out. Again, the details on this particular tool are in the video I linked that I did earlier, rather than go through it again here. And I'll put some links in the description on where you can purchase these parts, as well as both this version of the tool, which is the professional version, and then also a more DIY version that's made of aluminum. This one's made of stainless steel. If you found this video useful and it saved you some money, go ahead and hit that like button. And as always, thanks for watching.